So, the periodic table. We finally get to talk about the periodic table. Periodic tables is, a really important part of chemistry. We've got two beautiful big periodic tables in here. So let's learn about the periodic table. On the periodic table, we have boxes for each of the known elements. And these are in order of increasing atomic number. We talked about what atomic number is, and that's the number of protons. So when we look at one of the boxes, here's the box for carbon, we have the element symbol, and then above the symbol somewhere is a whole number. For carbon it is 6. That tells us the number of protons for that element. The number of protons is always equal to the number of electrons because all atoms are electrically neutral. The protons have a +1 charge, the electrons have a -1 charge, so we have to have equal numbers. There are different sections in the periodic table, and we need to have a grasp of what those are. We have the metals versus the nonmetals, and I believe we have a periodic table coming up here pretty quick on the PowerPoint. We have groups, which are also called families, and these are elements that are in the same vertical columns. So each column is a group or a family. And then we have periods. Periods are the rows, horizontal rows. So there's some big sections of the periodic table we look at, and we also talk about specific columns and specific rows. Here's our periodic table. So most of the elements are metals, and these occur on the left side of the periodic table. So we've got this stair-step line. That stair-step line is not on our wall ones, but I'll put it on there as soon as I remember to do that. This is much like the periodic table that I will give you for exams, and I posted a PDF of it on Blackboard so that you can print out your own copy if you want to use it. To the left of this stair-step line, all these guys are metals. Okay? The non-metals are on the other side. So if I ask you if chromium is a metal, you should be able to look at the periodic table and tell me. So we learned the symbol for chromium was Cr, so here's Cr, and it's over here on the left side. It's a metal. So if you have a hard time remembering left and right, pick an element that you know is a metal. How about iron? Is iron a metal? Yeah, cast iron skillet, that's a metal, right? So iron's over here. So anything that's on this side of that line with iron must be a metal. Over here we have things like oxygen. Is oxygen a metal? No, oxygen's a gas and we breathe it, right? So these guys are nonmetals. Now there are some guys right along this stair-step line that are called semimetals or metalloids. And we see them in this kind of no man's land between the metals and the nonmetals, and so it's not surprising that they have some things in common with the metals and some with the nonmetals. So they have some metallic properties, but they also have some nonmetallic properties. And these guys are not aluminum. Aluminum is a metal, but all of these other guys that are touching this line are considered semimetals or metalloids. Yeah.